Titans fans, we have a Falcons versus Titans preview on today's show, as we're going to take an in-depth look at the Falcons. We're going to give you Titans keys to victory, along with my score prediction for the game. My name is Jason Andrews. You're watching Titans Today by Chat Sports. And I'll tell you what, Titans, Falcons, Sunday, there's one way you can guarantee a Titans victory, and that's by liking the video. Let's get to 100 likes on this video. If you want the Titans to beat the Falcons, like the video. Super simple, super easy, helps us out, and it helps the Titans out. Takes about 2 seconds. Scroll down, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. Let's look at these two teams as a whole, side to side. Points per game, they're pretty similar. Titans a little bit better. The points allowed, a little similar as well, 19.5 to 19. Total yards, this is where things start to get a little different, as the yardage for the Falcons, well, it's a little more than you have for the Titans. Yards allowed, again, a little bit different. Falcons, pretty decent in yards allowed, but for some reason those points allowed, a little different. And then turnover differential, -7 for the Falcons. That's where this thing can flip its thing on a head, along with a -2 for the Titans. I think turnover differential could be a very key thing in this game. The big news to talk about, though, is Will Levis will make his NFL debut, along with Malik Willis getting some playing time. But it was nice to hear Mike Vrabel talk about him on Wednesday, basically saying, you know what, we're going to have Will Levis start. He's going to make his NFL debut as a starter, not as a come in relief, not as this, not as that. He's going to come in, and he's going to be our starter. I like what I've seen from Levis in practice. I like what I've seen from him in college. I'm excited to see him at the pro level. Hopefully everything translates well from his days at Penn State and Kentucky. The Falcons' results this season, well, let's go through them. Week 1, they had a victory against the Panthers. In fact, starting out 2-0 after beating the Packers the next week. Had a little bit of a losing streak against the Lions and Jaguars, both formidable opponents, losing or rather beating the Texans 21-19. Commanders 24-16, losing to the Buccaneers week 7 this past week with a 16-13 win there. 2023 record, 4-3, which of course in the NFC South, well, that ranks you first somehow, because the NFC South is terrible. And that's the first thing we're going to talk about here. But yeah, 7 games, 4-3. They lost the big games, won the games they should. Texans aren't that good. The loss to the Commanders was kind of sketchy, but overall, it's kind of what you'd expect from this type of Falcons team. Let's go to their key players and kind of talk about who kind of pops off the page for me. First of all, Bijan Robinson, Drake London are the top two we need to look at. Bijan should play. I know it was kind of an odd situation last week where he had the one snap before getting taken out of the game. Yeah, that was kind of weird. That was due to migraines. Well, he's supposed to be back on the field this week. That's at least the hope for Falcons players. Drake London, the wide receiver, A.J. Terrell, and Jesse Bates manning that defense, who is ranked top 3 in yards allowed per game. And then Kyle Pitts, who, if used right, is definitely a key player. Problem is, Falcons don't know what the heck they're doing with Kyle Pitts. So that's something to note. Who you got in this game? Before we get into some keys to victory, I want to know from you, who do you have winning this game? If you have the Titans, then type T. If you have the Falcons for some reason, well, then type F. Get in the comment section of today's show. Type T or type F. Let me know who you got with the Titans taking on the Falcons this upcoming Sunday at 12 p.m. Central Time. Keys to victory? Well, let's start with that, and that is key to victory number 1. Get Levis settled in nice. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I mean that Will Levis, well, he was picked this year. He was a round 2 guy, pick number 33 in the draft, 6'3", 7'8", out of Kentucky. Man, I'm telling you what, it's time for him to go in here and show that he is the guy. I believe Will Levis has somewhat of a chip on his shoulder. He was supposed to be a day 1 pick, wasn't picked, was left sitting there with his girlfriend for the entirety of the night. In fact, didn't even show up to day 2 of the draft, and then took a plane to Tennessee after he was drafted at pick 33. Well, guess what, Levis? It's time to show why some teams messed up by not drafting you. Have a chip on your shoulder out there, kid. Go out there and play. Second key to victory is to make Ridder uncomfortable. Now, it's no surprise that the turnover battle has not been great for Mr. Ridder. 6 interceptions, 2 fumbles. Yeah, turnovers have been somewhat of a touchy subject with Desmond. Hasn't really played well, and, well, that can somewhat kind of tie into why the Titans could be in line to get the victory in this game. Obviously, turnovers are a big factor. They have a -7 turnover differential, 8 turnovers on the year. Well, guess what? Now's your time to maybe go put some money on the Titans. Say, hey, I think they can turn the ball over. If you do, make sure to go to BetUS, our sportsbook partner, and use code CHAT125 for a 125% deposit bonus. As you can go to chatsports.com/bet. Again, CHAT125 is your promo code, 125% deposit bonus. It's free money. Go there right now and put some money on the Titans to win this game outright. Atlanta's a -2 or -2 favorite. I believe they're going to take this game over. I don't think it's just going to be a simple victory. I think it's going to be a fully outright takeaway for the Titans. So go there, promo code CHAT125, chatsports.com/bet. Do it right now and go to BetUS to really get some free money. The fourth key to victory is to let King Henry cook. Now, I think they have done a good job about this here, giving the ball to Derrick Henry. Well, now it's time to go out there and let him show why he is a top running back in this league. Thus far this season, almost 450 yards, a little below that, 98 carries, 4.3 on the average, and then 3 touchdowns. I want to see that number skyrocket because, listen, Derrick Henry's a guy to pop it in there. I know he has a pop pass touchdown, but come on. Let's push him in with a run. Let's get this thing rolling early with Derrick Henry. That's what I would like to see overall, and hopefully he can kind of get the ball rolling on this Falcons defense. I want you to predict the score for this game. Get in the comment section and let me know what you think the score will be with the Falcons and the Titans again this Sunday, 12 p.m. Central Time. What is the score? Obviously, you got to let me know. I want to know. Titans fans want to know. Get it in the comments. The fourth and final key to victory is to involve DeAndre Hopkins a little more. Now, what I mean by that? Well, you have Will Levis, so you're not going to have Ryan Tannehill throwing into double coverage looking for D-Hop. So why not try and give Levis a little bit of a safety valve, and that could be DeAndre Hopkins. Hopkins this year, he's been prohibited by Ryan Tannehill. Now, Levis, maybe he can jump off. 27 receptions, 376 yards. No touchdowns, though. What's going on? I want a deep pass thrown. Levis's arm is absolutely incredible. Go out there and let DeAndre Hopkins go and catch the ball. Throw a deep pass. Give him a shot. Give Levis a shot. See what you got in these two. Now, the big thing I want to talk about, though, is this could be the last week for Derrick Henry and DeAndre Hopkins. Because, honestly, if you don't come out on top of this game, if you lose versus the Falcons, an AFC South opponent, not a very good team, well, then guess what? It may be sayonara for most of your team. It could be fire sale time. Titans are already looking at trades for Derrick Henry. Well, DeAndre Hopkins could be next. And with the trade deadline being this upcoming Tuesday, this is your last game to show why you think you can still be a potential threat to make the 2023 playoffs. This year, it's your last week for him. You're wearing some spicy uniforms with the throwbacks. Let Henry and D-Hop cook. That's ultimately the goal of this game. My score prediction, I'm going to give the Titans the win. I'm telling you to put money on them, and I'm going to back myself because I think they are, and I'm going to go put it down as well. I'm telling you, BetUS is the place to be. Again, chat125, 125% deposit bonus. I'm putting mine down because guess what? Not only do I think the Titans are going to cover the -2, they're going to take the win outright, 21-17. I'm telling you what, go right now. I think Will Levis is going to spark a fire in this team. Not only is he going to have a chip on his shoulder, he's going to give the chip to the rest of the team. It's going to be nice to see a little bit of fire from these guys. I know that Mike Vrabel has tried to implement that, but having this new quarterback in there, not Ryan Tannehill, I think it could really spark this offense in a way that we have not gotten to see this year. I appreciate you watching. If you made it this far, we'll sub for Titans dubs. We're trying to get as many subscribers to hop on the Titans Today train, and you could be a part of it. Hit that little red subscribe button. Join the Titans Today community, and that way you never miss an opportunity to watch Titans content, and you always know what's going on with the Titans every single day of the year. We appreciate you watching, and as always, peace out.